Right now at 5, a local bakery receives a grant for renewable energy. And Western Technical College introduces 2 new sports programs.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Western Technical College is pumping up student engagement with the addition of 2 new athletic programs, powerlifting and clay target shooting. The new programs will engage more students because both full-time and part-time students are eligible to participate. The programs come a few months after the school suspended its men's and women's basketball teams. Western's athletics manager says the additions will narrow the gap of student involvement in athletic programs.
The basketball program was required to be full-time enrolled here at Western, yet only 30% of our students are full-time. So we really narrowed the gap of who we could engage with. These new sport offerings are going to replace that. Our intention from the long term and from the get-go was always to suspend and then replace with additional sport offerings.
Monroe says this is the first phase of more athletic programs to come to Western. A West Salem bakery receiving a hefty grant today to become more energy efficient. Linda's Bakery is one of 20 Wisconsin businesses receiving a grant from the USDA Rural Energy for America program. The grant was pushed by Senator Tammy Baldwin to help farmers and small business in rural areas become more energy efficient. Linda's Bakery received over $160,000 to go towards solar paneling on their roof. The owner says the new paneling will help them cut costs significantly.
That's going to be a big savings for us. We expect to get the life on those is going to be about 25 years, and it looks like there's probably about a 8 to 10 year payback on that investment for us.
The project is expected to save Linda's Bakery $34,500 a year in electrical costs. They expect the solar paneling to be completed by the end of July. In a significant boost for STEM education, the Nerds on a Mission robotics team from Holmen received a $3,400 grant today from the La Crosse Community Foundation. The funds will be used to purchase upgraded robot kits and computers, allowing the team of homeschooled students to expand their participation in the first LEGO League competition. Coach Peggy Miracle hopes the new kits will help kids gain more interest in STEM fields.
They're the newer kits. Also, we have several of the older kits, and some were on loan to us last year, but this will give us even more kits for more teams moving forward. And I get emails every day of more people ready to, sign up for this next program, next season. So.
The Nerds on a Mission will compete today and tomorrow at the La Crosse Center. Well, I didn't get the best of sleep last night, but you know what? That sun was enough to energize me throughout the entire day. Thank God.
Yeah, we've had a few cloudy days, and finally the sun did come out. And the good news is we're going to have another day of really a lot of sun, but then rain does come back in the forecast for this weekend. But right now, plenty of sun out there, just a few cirrus clouds out there. Temperatures in the mid-50s, a little bit warmer than we expected, but pretty close to average for this time of year. And for both evenings, really clear skies, a few clouds, light winds, very pleasant, very seasonable. Getting back down to 40 degrees at La Crosse. Same story for Eau Claire, just a couple degrees cooler, but overall pretty pleasant and nice conditions for Friday evening compared to what we had. Satellite, kind of the sun's going down, so hard to see the clouds, but just a few clouds to the southeast. But overall, temperatures pretty much mid-50s, low 50s, depending on location. A little cooler to the east because of that cloud cover in the afternoon. As we time it out overnight, we're going to see not much in the way, just a few cirrus coming overhead. As you wake up tomorrow morning, we should be back into the upper 20s to low 30s, depending on location, with light winds and just a few cirrus clouds. So a great start to the Saturday. And the Saturday, for the most part, is all great, even Saturday night. But then we do have some rain coming in for Sunday. So that's going to be probably the second worst day of the weekend. And I'll break down the timing of that and what actually the cloud forecast looks like for the eclipse a bit later in the broadcast.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Eyes in the Sky helped bring a Minnesotan home alive. That's according to Chisago deputies who raced to help a person in crisis who was hard to locate in Interstate Park. Alan Henry explains how they rose to the life-saving challenge.
the quicker you can get the drone on scene, the more likely you're going to be able to have a successful outcome.
From SWAT standoffs to suspect pursuits, the Chisago County Drone Unit has seen almost everything. But earlier this week, dispatchers received a call from someone concerned about their loved one at Interstate State Park.
They were in a mental health crisis and believed that they were thinking about killing themselves.
A deputy launched the drone and used thermal imaging to track this person in the park before it was too late.
And he eventually was able to find a person that was along the rock ledge, kind of walking, pacing back and forth, walked away from the ledge, walked up to the ledge, and that's what drew his attention to that person to say, I think this is who we're looking for.
Eventually, deputies made contact with the person and were able to bring them to paramedics for help.
Stay calm, reassure the person, let them know that you're listening.
Jody Freiholtz London is Executive Director of Wellness in the Woods, helping people overcome mental health challenges. She says the person who called 911 should be commended for seeing the signs and taking them seriously.
Individuals who are making that decision are doing it not thinking that there's any hope. And if we can give some hope to people and really show them that there are people who care, I think you can never make the wrong choice if you ask for extra help. You can make a deadly choice if you don't ask for help.
Now, if you or someone you know is struggling, there's help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Just call or text 988. A 4.8 magnitude earthquake rattled New York City this morning, what locals experienced in just a few minutes.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
We've all seen what's happening at our border. President Biden and Senator Baldwin's open border policy has brought more than 10 million illegal immigrants into our country. That's double the population of Wisconsin. Our country was already struggling to provide housing and health care to our citizens. And tragically, we're losing over 100,000 Americans a year to the drugs that pour over our open border. Their policy is wrong. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message, and I'll work to fix this problem.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scotts products. Like Scotts Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer, $69.99 after sale and rebate. Plus, update your spring style with women's Alfred Dunner fashion collections, half price. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing. Recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you or give us a call and ask us about our Earth Day promo.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
An earthquake shook New York City today. The 4.8 quake hit central New Jersey, sending tremors throughout much of the Northeast that millions of people felt. Michael George is in Times Square with their reaction.
A camera on the top of the Statue of Liberty shows the effects of the 4.8 magnitude earthquake that struck the Northeast. These dogs jumped to attention as the shaking rocked homes. And a meeting at the United Nations was briefly interrupted.
You're making the ground shake.
Initially, many thought the shaking was caused by something else.
I don't know if this is an earthquake, so I feel like I'm gonna sit down. I don't think it is, but I think it's just the construction, but it's very weird. And it scared me.
It was a relatively strong earthquake for the Northeast, though it caused minimal damage. Safety crews here in New York City are checking buildings and bridges to make sure they didn't suffer any structural damage.
The earthquake that just hit New Jersey is one of the largest that's ever hit the New York City area.
Dr. Judith Hubbard is a geologist that specializes in earthquakes. She says the ground in this area causes more widespread shaking compared to a similar quake on the West Coast.
The location where the earthquake happened is on a fault that we know about. It's a really super old fault that probably formed about 200 million years ago when North America first split off of Africa.
State and local officials are warning residents to be on alert for aftershocks.
But we're ready for the unexpected. This is New York City, and we respond accordingly.
Experts say there's a small chance of an even larger earthquake in the months ahead. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
Now, the strongest earthquake to hit the East Coast in decades was in 2011 when a 5.8 magnitude struck Virginia, cracking the Washington Monument. Well, grab your cowboy hats because the CMT Music Awards are this weekend. An interview with the host of the awards show when we come back.
And we got a great Saturday for you, kind of a rainy Sunday, but then all attention turns to cloud cover for the eclipse Monday. I'll break down what we expect, if we'll see that, and what the next week looks like for temperature-wise. All that coming up on the First Alert Weather Update after the break.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
Get an 11% rebate today when you shop at Menards. We have everything for updating your home. These doormats have skid-resistant backing and are easy to clean. Available in assorted styles, just $5.99 after rebate. Nature's finest premium grass seed starts fast and blends well with existing lawns. A 3-pound bag of sunny or shady area grass seed covers up to 750 square feet. $4.99 each after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
A woman is someone who gets mad at you for something you did 3 years ago. A woman is someone who makes you check every door and lock in the house after she just checked every door and lock in the house. And here's something. Honey, the only person who wants to kill you is already in the house.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty bagel sandwiches paired with a caramel frappe.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
College is more than the knowledge you gain. It's a place to cultivate your curiosity. It's where you explore the potential and what's next. It's where you find the tenacity to rise, rather than settle for good enough. It's a series of moments that add up to form your future self. It's where what you want is within reach, on your terms. It's where you find a career, not just a job. Western Technical College. Discover what you're made of.
There's a lot to love on the Drew Barrymore Show.
We're just incredible, washed out, delectable.
I want to play and be silly and fun. I'm like in it with you.
Don't stop, we're just getting started. Hit harder, hitting the party. This how we do it.
I'm so in love with you, I can't handle it. Oh my God. Did we just become best friends?
Let's make it happen, Captain.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Get ready for the Spring Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on April 13th and 14th. Entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Spring Gift and Craft Show.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
A night of glamour and celebration this weekend with the CMT Music Awards coming to you from Texas. Some of country music's biggest stars will take the stage in Austin. That includes Kelsea Ballerini. She's hosting the event for the 4th year and is nominated for 3 awards. She said her recent music sends a message about sisterhood.
As I've grown up, I'm 30 now, and I've just really realized the value of female friendship and the pillar women in my life that I've just clung to, whether it was in the industry or just in my sweatpants life. It's been such an important lesson for me.
The CMT Music Awards air Sunday at 7 p.m. Central right here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. The show will include an all-star tribute to late country star Toby Keith, and the June Carter Cash Humanitarian Award will go to Trisha Yearwood. Well, get out and enjoy the rest of that sunshine this evening, because it looks like we're only going to be having one more day of it and then rain again, Greg.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have one day of sun and then the rain does come back. But next week overall, it does look to be drier than we've had this week. So that's the good news. But Sunday does definitely look to be wet. If you look at the weekend, really, the first part's going to be sunshine tomorrow, a few degrees warmer. You know, these temperatures may not be warm enough. We might see more 60s tomorrow. Just depends on how things play out. Overall, we were warmer today. And then Sunday, both days, then does look to be wet. Periods of rain, definitely on and off. I don't think it'll be an all-day rain for both locations, but definitely breezy out of the winds out of the east, and those temperatures kind of hovering in the 40s all day. So that'll be going on. But for tonight, really just generally clear skies. We'll have a few clouds, a few high cirrus clouds come in for the morning, but temperatures will drop back mainly in the 20s to low 30s. Some of the colder locations might get closer to the low 20s. But all in all, tomorrow the winds turn around from the southeast. They will pick up a little bit in the afternoon, but all in all, a few cirrus clouds passing through, temperatures getting up to the 50s by noon, and then mid to upper 50s, potentially more 60s, because we were a little bit warmer today than we thought. Given there'll be more sunshine tomorrow, we might pop a couple 60s here and there. Here's a big system that's going to be coming up our way Saturday night, but it'll hold off the rain until we get to Sunday morning, and then this line that'll kind of move through the area, kind of a line of light to maybe moderate rainfall that'll come through. There will be a break kind of that after that, and then there'll be maybe additional lines that will develop. So it won't be an all-day type of rain, but if you do get in these, you could get some moderate rainfall, and that'll continue as the low begins to lift up. We might even see a few breaks Sunday night, but once again, more showers, maybe some drizzle continue on Sunday night into Monday. And Monday is really the key thing to see about cloud cover, because as it lifts north this low, we will see a little bit more dry air work its way in. Now, how far north does this get will depend on how much cloud cover we can get partial clearing by the afternoon. Right now, it's better as you go further south, less as you go further north, as more precipitation will continue to wrap up. So clear up to the north. Probably you'll see more precipitation Monday, a little bit less as you go further south Monday into Tuesday. This all begins to wrap up by Tuesday with just some cloud cover, and then we'll have mainly dry conditions that'll continue for the rest of the week. So clouds really doesn't look good for eclipse as you go further north. The chances are much better, especially as you go to 100% down to the south. So Illinois, Indiana, Indianapolis, Paducah, down in those areas look pretty good to see the eclipse. Not as great as you go up towards Eau Claire. That's kind of the cutoff of that 80%. We're sitting at the 80%. So if you got travel plans, you want to see the eclipse, better shot to go further south right now. You'll have a better chance to see it without the cloud cover. But for tonight, we're just seeing clear skies. Temperatures getting back down to the upper 20s, low 30s, light winds, fairly nice, fairly common temperatures to see this time of year. And tomorrow, probably see more 60s. This says 50s, but I think we might boost these up a little bit with that southeast wind and plenty of sunshine out there. Then as we go into Sunday, that's the wet period that'll extend into Monday. Especially Monday, it'll be probably further north in Eau Claire area. You'll see more rain than areas south. And then we'll keep an eye on cloud cover in the afternoon with a little bit of partial clearing. The rest of the week looks fairly quiet, maybe a shower, but temperatures generally back in the 60s and maybe 70 by next week. So we just got to get through Sunday, Monday, hope the eclipse, and then next week overall it'll be better than this previous week we've had.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to that. We needed it.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we all know the solar eclipse is coming up, and some people are spending it with their loved ones. But one family from Michigan is taking that to the next level.
Monday on News 8 Now this morning, we're speaking with Robert Becker about his church, Calvary Apostolic, and its quest to help people overcome the deep wounds that trauma leaves behind. We will see you Monday morning for that.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
At Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale, you can spring into savings with Hot Buys $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments. Like the moment when you devour your very first slice of Taco John's one-of-a-kind new taco pizza. Or your very second slice. Or your 8th. With 7 layers of beefy, cheesy, fiesta saucy taco toppings atop a crispy oven-baked crust, this might even be the most momentous, meaningful experience of your life. That or your wedding or whatever, both are pretty life-changing. New taco pizza is here for a limited time, only at Taco John's.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed with any unlimited data plan.
Got some good advice for you today. If a stranger calls you and tells you you've won a prize, or tells you you're in trouble with the law, or tells you that your grandson is in a Texas jail, hang up. You're being scammed. They're going to eventually ask you for money, and once you give them this money, it's gone. It's gone forever, and nothing can be done. So if you're ever tempted to give one of these folks money, call me, and I'll talk you through the scam, and let's save your money.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story. Showing girls that anything is possible.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
Teachers make all the difference in the world. And like people think y'all look alike.
You can be our son.
I love Jennifer. I love a good surprise. Oh my God! See the people, they're here for you. Ladies, let's go. It don't matter.
Weekdays at 4 on News 8.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door. The new Ashley. It's the love of home.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
We are just days away from the total solar eclipse happening on Monday. Many people are leaving where they live to find their spot in the path of totality. As Alicia Smith reports, one Michigan couple is doing that and planning more than just a party for the historic event.
How many glasses did you order?
Well, I started out at 120 and ended up with, I got one package of kids' glasses.
Nice. 170 glasses in all. Oh, yeah,
Hey,
I can't see anything. These are real.
Where'd he go with?
Jim Owen and his wife, Nikki, dreamed of a watch party after viewing the last solar eclipse in 2017.
Just, it gets so dark and everything just stops. And then, like when we were in Kentucky and the light, was back, everybody's applauding.
It's awesome, just awesome. And on the way home, I said, we gotta see when the next one is, and got home and checked, and it was, going through Elmer, Ohio, where I was born and raised.
So last fall, Jim rented a barn for April 8th in his birthplace of Elmore, Ohio, and decided to invite his wife's kids and his kids, and then decided to also invite his old friends from Elmore, and then
I thought, we never did anything for my mother when she died at 98.
His mom was a nurse at the small town's doctor's office, so most everybody knew her.
This is my mother's graduation picture.
Jim dubbed the event the Sarah Grace Solar Memorial.
We're not going to have 1 minute of silence. We're going to have 3 minutes of darkness.
But he wants all the attendees to know this won't be a solemn occasion.
This is the costume. And here is the velvet bow tie that goes with it.
And the hat.
And we got the hat with the feather.
Those midnight-colored feathers also are echoed in the sunflower-themed centerpieces Nikki created. Jim's even got arts and crafts for the kids to make their own viewing boxes.
You just put it over and, you know, you're all set to look at the eclipse.
He has spent every day for the last 4 months organizing this party. You have watched the planning process unfold.
Have I ever?
Have you had it up to here with talk of the eclipse?
Let's do this, Lord.
No clouds. Let this happen.
Yeah, exactly.
When the sun starts to hide behind the moon Monday afternoon, like this.
Yeah, just hold.
Want to look with me? And all the filters and protective eyewear are front and center. Jim and Nikki's much anticipated celestial celebration will be fully realized.
Jim said he expects they'll have about 80 people with them for their get-together on Eclipse Day. What a fun and sentimental guy. He's going all out. We'll have another look at tonight's forecast after the break.
To everyone who enjoys a feel-good meal, we're crafting one for you, Wisconsin style.
We're talking handcrafted, cooked to order,
Scoop to perfection goodness.
More like greatness.
A snuggle up in the booth, share a bite kind of meal.
a fill you up, heart and soul kind of meal.
Come treat someone you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
It's big, really big. It's the Weekend Furniture Blowout at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. This weekend, for 4 big days, we've slashed prices on hundreds of items store-wide. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners from Flexsteel, Decor Rest, and Smith Brothers. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Cannondale. Plus the area's finest selection of leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. You'd better hurry. You won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The Weekend Furniture Blowout. It's this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Find happiness. Find something familiar and new. Find connection. Find culture. Find community. Find yourself at the La Crosse Symphony.
Join the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra for the Ultimate Movie Night, Saturday, April 6th, sponsored by ISG. Get your tickets now at lacrossesymphony.org.
Are you or a loved one having troubles getting in and out of the bathtub safely? Has the high cost of remodeling left you without options? I'm Tim with Tri-State Tub to Shower Conversions, and I've been serving the Tri-State area since 1992. And I would love to make your bathing experience safe and affordable. We use your existing tub and remove the front section for easy accessibility. And for an affordable cost, call today.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. It all started with steel chainsaws 55 years ago. Wood Sales is now one of the largest family-owned and operated outdoor power equipment dealers in the Coulee region. We feature a large selection of products and services. Find Steel, Cub Cadet, Altos, Rambo e-bikes, Coyote tractors and implements, Valley forestry equipment, Central Wood boilers, Green Mountain pellet grills. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family-owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
E.T.
Hi, E.T. Only on E.T.
Weeknights at 6:30 on News 8.
All right, well, there's your timing for the eclipse, right? And we know why the eclipse happens, right? It's not,
The reason why the eclipse happens is because Chuck Norris looks at the sun.
the sun gets scared and it goes behind the moon.
Exactly. That's why we have these.
So
historical
there's your
events.
timing. Better conditions, I think, for clouds if you go to La Crosse, not so much Eau Claire. And if you go further south, it's even better. But we do have rain Sunday, Monday, and then next week, generally 60s are coming back.
Okay, I like what I see. Well, thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. We'll see you at 6.